Hey, good morning, fam. Coach G here. Just wanted to touch base with you guys this morning. Say good morning, blessings. Today is your second chance to do yesterday even better, and it's definitely preparation for you tomorrow. So I want to encourage you guys today to live and love at a much higher level, unapologetically. And just want to go over one topic with you guys today that I find really important, especially when people are stuck. Sometimes people are stuck and they don't know why. They don't understand why they keep going through cycles and patterns and different things in their life, and why the same things keep happening, or why they keep having the same problems with relationships, or why does it always happen to me? A lot of times, more times than not, in your life, you're going to have your life as a combination of what you've wanted it to be. Even subconsciously. You attract things and you build things and you entertain things and you allow things based on a couple of different principles. One is the way you speak. Two is the thoughts that you carry in your head, and three is the associations that you carry. How we speak. What I found in my life personally, when I'm stuck in a position that I can't seem to break or get a breakthrough in, or people around me, that are in certain areas of their life, certain phases, certain seasons. What I found is that they all speak a certain way. We all speak a certain way. Have you ever ran into somebody that always says, "I'm broke as a joke," or something like that? That person never has money, or how come this always keeps happening to me? I keep finding these terrible relationships. Well, yeah, you always keep finding these terrible relationships. You are a sum of what you say. Your words are very powerful. They control a lot. They create a lot. The tongue is a creative force, man. And in my belief, we have the power of creation in our tongue. We say these things and we speak a certain way, and we wonder why we're always in a certain place. Words also program thoughts, and so if we're always speaking a certain way, then we're going to form thoughts around those things. It's almost like your tongue programs your mind to think in a certain way, and that your thoughts, attract certain things in your life, and certain patterns, and certain people, and certain opportunities, good or not so good, certain situations, certain, whatever. So I want to encourage you guys today, really, really take captive, and in the word I read, it says to take all your thoughts captive. And I believe that really it's that way those thoughts don't start to create a neural pathway back to what it is that you don't want. If you take your thoughts captive, you change them. If you take your words captive, you change them. And the best time to do that is right when you realize that you said something that's probably not productive or creative or positive in your life. Try to do that for the next 30 days. Speak only positive in your life, about people, about places, about things. Even if your truth is that somebody is a creep, or somebody's just not a great person to you or whatever. Either don't say anything about them at all, or try to find something positive about that person, because that person is created in God's image also. It's still a child of God, and in my book, whether they're enemies or not, whether they have done something terrible or not to you or whatnot, because that thought process of, well, I'll never say that about that, I'm going to be stuck in my ways, and that immaturity of stubborn ego pride of this is the way that I am, take it or leave it. That stubborn ego pride of I'll never forgive that person, they can kiss my behind or whatever the case may be, I don't care if they live or die, those kind of things. You have to choose. Is it really important to you to hold that grudge, or do you really want fruit in life? What's more important to you? Because you can't have both. You can't have fruit in your life. You can't have peace in your life. You can't have forgiveness in your life. You can't have joy and love in your life to the extent in which you want it, when you're still holding on to all these crazy things, grudges and negative thoughts about people, places, things, even your past. You have to come to peace with that and really understand that I believe God laid his cross on your path, and you're still here. And so no matter what you've done, what you've said, what you have experienced, what somebody else has done to you, that's been done. That cannot change. but you can choose to do things differently today and tomorrow, and that will give you a lot of peace. And the way you speak about it, going back to that, is really, really important. Change the way you speak. If you need a coach to do that, call me, text me, inbox me, and say, hey, I'd love to work on my speech, and let's have a conversation. And let me see if there's areas that I see something maybe you don't see. And a lot of times, the $1 million question for any kind of life coach is, hey, what do you see that I don't see? The $1 million question is, what would I do next? And what do you see that I don't see? Because those blind spots in your life, in the way you're talking, the way you're thinking, could be the secret key to open up the doors of fruit and prosperity and peace and love in your life. So, excuse my sniffles. I got the allergies like crazy today, and I'm kicking their butt. I'm definitely getting over those allergies right now. My body's being healed with those right now in a massive way. So, my apologies for a little bit of the congestion on the call. But so I want you to really think about that. How am I speaking about people? How am I speaking about myself? How am I speaking about opportunities? How am I speaking about my emotions, my feelings, and what are my thoughts that I'm thinking about throughout the day? You will be what you speak, and you will be what you think. And also, who are you associating with? What does your circle look like? Are these people also that same thought process, mentality, speech patterns? Because you might need to change that, and that's the hardest thing for people to do. When I coach people and they end up right back where they started at one point, it's because they refuse to change. They have a bleeding heart. They refuse to change their influences, and people don't know how to do that properly. You don't just call somebody and say, "I hate you," and we're not talking more because you're negative. No, but you can choose to schedule your calendar with less and less time with certain people and more time with other people. And life is life, And if people are real friends, they're gonna understand that you're busy. They're gonna understand that you're doing things differently these days. And when they're not, a lot of times it's because misery loves company, and a lot of times they are quote-unquote friends, just want a group of people that they can complain with, because it makes them feel quasi better about life for the second that they're feeling that, so that they're complaining or whatever, and that's one last thing I'll drop on you guys right now is, what's gossip and what's not. It's always, you have to be true to counseling. You have to be true to people that are going to help you. You can't say, well, I'm not going to speak negative about my life to my counselor. No, you really have to open up and say, okay, this is what I feel is wrong, and this is why I feel it's wrong, and this is why it feels messed up or broken. This is why I feel it is what I can't stand or hate or don't want in my life. You have to be real about those things, because you got to know where you are if you're going to make a charter plan to where you want to go. So you got to be real. But here's the difference between counseling and gossip. When you talk to people that can help you literally out of that situation, and and they're helping you formulate a plan to be better, that is life coaching. That's counseling. That's coaching. If you're talking to somebody who can't help you for the sake of venting or feeling better about yourself, that is just spewing negative and gossip and just negative talk that's not going to be productive, and it's toxic. So learn who that is and learn how to formulate a plan. And here's another tip: if you're talking to more than 3 people trying to get help, you're now just looking for attention, okay? And you're looking to vent and just complain about your life. Grab 1 or 2 mentors or life coaches in your life. The word says that a wise man has many counselors, but that's somebody who's in life where you want to be, that maybe has some victory in that area, and that has some skill set on helping you develop a plan for that situation. So hopefully this helps today. Sorry about the long message. I hope that you're getting value from this. These last couple messages that I've been sending out, I know my heart's full at the end of the season, and I want to share with you guys things that are helping me and that help me through my life, because I know that they'll bless you. So hopefully that's blessed you. I love you guys tremendously. I totally believe in you with all my heart and all